Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. This is our second cohort, and we are extremely excited to be having a new batch of students join us as we go about beginning this new cohort. We expect a lot of students to join, and we expect this cohort to be a very successful one. For the students as well as for us, so this is our welcome presentation, and this is also our open house. Typically when we say open house, we like to introduce the various classes that will be offered, and also the how students can join, and also the various programs, and how to make the best use of the program. So this is our open house. Now the Jnanamarga program, we have received a couple of awards as well. Our program is an ebooks based technology, and how the ebooks work, and we have received a USPTO patent for it. How the some of our content, notably our school content, was developed with teams which are out of IIT Madras, and our college program also is developed similarly with teams out of IIT Madras. And we do full indexing with our books. Mostly we try to link up with either, in the case of the school program, with IIT PAL, and the case of the college program with NPTEL. When you look at our ebooks, which will come as part of the app, so when you will see a set of what we call overlays. These are virtual overlays, and they are related to the content you're studying. So for instance, if you're studying about, say, linked lists, you can go to the textbook which will deal with linked lists, the slides which will deal with linked lists, the YouTube videos, they will also deal with linked lists, and the questions also. So this is the questions. And we are going to be also, we have not yet developed our social media for the program, but we are over a period of time going to be developing social media, and hopefully some of you will participate in the development of our social media content as well. So this is how it works. And one thing that's very important when you learn, and most of you are young, are adults, or young adults at least, so we want you to participate in the content, in the classes, and be completely engaged and learn to the best of your ability. And that is very critical in learning. You're learning to build a career. So we are an Amazon Edge Start member, AWS Edge Start, and so there are a few companies who are invited to join, and we were invited to join. Some of our services run on Amazon Cloud, and we are going to provide, not yet, but at some point, maybe a tablet, for students to study from. May not be this time, but very soon. And for those who want that, we can provide that at a small added cost. And we will ready the tablet, and you can study from that. So that is one thing that we have, one additional service that we have. So we have built a lot of university relationship. We are silver partner with Amrita. We are also an NPTEL industry associate. So coming to today's program, right? Our base IT certificate program includes these 7 courses which we have custom made ourselves. Okay? They are statistics for programmers, data structures with Java, data science with Python, front-end development with Android and JavaScript, web apps with with databases and PHP, Java backend development with Spring, NoSQL and Kafka, and finally AIML with Python. Of these courses, The last 2 are not being offered this semester. The first 5 are going to be offered. Okay. Now, on top of this, we have some additional courses. But let me quickly explain to you the industry demand for IT. You know, IT was the fastest growing employer in India in the first quarter of 2022. You know, IT hiring expanded at 4 times the rate that it expanded during the pandemic, even 1 year ago. Okay? And IT is predicted to LinkedIn says 150 million new technology jobs will be created in IT, you know, and 14 plus million jobs are open right now. You know, our aim is to partner with industry and with academia to help students. You know, so that is our goal. So why have we prepared this program? This program is related, but it is quite different in many ways from the IIT Chennai or IIT Madras diplomas. You know, IIT Madras has a CS and data science diploma. We don't, and there are 2 different diplomas, and we don't have these this style of 2 different diplomas. And we also have a little bit of a precursor studies as well. We don't have a preparatory exam or you know, and we take students you know, 3 times a year. You know, and what is different about our program is also its industry focus. You know, our program will teach you the things you need to build a resume. It will teach you the things that you need to grow your in-demand IT skills, and it will help you participate in internships, you know, and learn to do well in job interviews. You know, and also you know, we have a partner with a mentoring company. So in case you want it, you at a small added charge, you can work with them if you want a mentor. You know, finally, our hope is to help students find an entry into the IT industry, and you can also help us by referring a friend, and we pay us a nominal amount to when your referred friend also joins the program. So please refer us to new students and support us. Okay, so that is as far as the program goes. So typically, students who participate in our program, you know, can take 1 of 2 sequences. You know, there is, for students who are completely new, this is 1 sequence. Okay, so the first semester they spend learning some amount of you know, you can little bit participate in one of the courses, you know, and little bit take a first class that we provide in AP Computer Science. AP Computer Science is part of the American high school coding program. You know, if you've had, say, computer science as part of your high school, or if you are in college and have taken classes in computer science, then this is not, you know, not really necessary. We can send you some videos and you can get yourself ready, and you can be ready for this sequence. This sequence starts with preferably 3 courses per semester. You can reduce it to 2 and take 1 course later, you know, and then 2 courses second semester, and then 2 courses third semester, and then you're ready to go and get a job, you know. Or even midway, you can start get a job here, and then you can complete these 2 while you are working or while you're being prepared to as part of your journey into the IT industry. You know, we are not very particular, you know, but we prefer if people have go through at least 2 semesters before they head to work. Now I'm going to introduce you to the staff that we have. Okay, our staff these are our dedicated team. I myself, Srinivas Bharadwaj, and also helping us, he's not here today and he's little busy now, but Vinod Gopinath, he is a teacher also in colleges here in the US. You know, then there is Prajot Naik, who teaches the front end class, fantastic front end programmer. Sunny Nagwekar, who is a fantastic back end engineer. You know, then we have Tarun Solanki, Sutish and Stuti Sharma, who are with IIT Madras. You know, doing the BSc there. You know, and so they are also going to be teaching. They work together and teach one course, and then they will also be introducing their program. You know. Then there's Parnika and also Navneeta Krishnan. Navneeta Krishnan is a PhD student at in IIT Madras. You know, and he helped us prepare a lot of our program as well. You know, when I started my company Jnanamarga, I went to IIT Madras. I am an alumni of IIT Madras, and I met Professor Jhunjhunwala. He is a leading light in education in India, and I explained to him that we want to start a company which will fight against the education divide in India. You know, and he said, "Come, we will try to also support and help you." And I'm very grateful to him for doing that. Our next well-wisher and angel is Kishore Padmanabhan sir. You know, and he is now consultant, but also a VP and stalwart at Tata Consultancy Services, where he has worked for almost 45 years. You know, and he's or more. You know, and he is a brilliant engineer and also a brilliant human being and a very kind and good human being. And he has also been a sponsor of some students here. You know, he has helped us improve our offering, and he has guided us in explaining what it is that students who enter the industry lack and how can they themselves prepare to enter the industry and do well there. He is our well-wisher, our industry leader, and our leading light. Then there is Dr. Sudarshan. He is emeritus, professor emeritus, and dean of the business at the business school, University of Kentucky. He also advises us, and he was also formerly a professor of business administration and dean at the University of Illinois, Urbana. He also advises us, and he explains us. Notably, we will lean on him and get his help for as we start also our American program. I myself, Srinivas Bharadwaj, and I have taught at Santa Clara University and University of San Francisco as an adjunct professor. I have a master's degree in computer science and bachelor's degree from IIT Madras. I also have an MBA from Santa Clara University and also hold the CFA and FR. Now, Vinod Gopinath is adjunct professor at San Jose State. He has taught at other universities like DePaul and Robert Morris as well. He is a technical leader at Salesforce, you know, and he is a very busy human being, enterprise architect, J2EE, and also graduate of IIT Madras, prestigious CS program and University of Florida. So you are going to get a chance to meet Prajot today. He has developed our front end. He's going to be explaining to you how to, he's going to be teaching you the front end with Android and JavaScript course and help you understand frameworks for UI development. He has an MSc from Mangalore University and is a brilliant engineer and a wonderful human being. You will all get to meet him. Also, teaching you will be Sunny Nagwekar. You will get to see him. Also, he will be developing our backend course. And in addition to this, you will also meet Stuti Sharma, who is going to be teaching our Python class. And our Python class can be taken as part of data science, and you should take it with your data science class. And and you should attempt the assignments, etc. there. But our Python class is also provided and taught to the students who take Python as part of their class 12 program. Then you have the actual data science class itself, where you learn how to use Python in data science. That is led by Tarun Solanki. So and then finally, Navneet Krishnan, he is not here. He helped us build our program. So now I'm going to quickly discuss the AP Computer Science A and how it fits in with our program. It is either a prereq or a co-req. What you can do most often is, if you've never had Java before, you can listen to all the lectures there, download the JDK and get going. Okay, so that is one way to do it. Otherwise, you can take it along with data structures with Java, but it is better to get little bit of an early start with Java before you take data structures with Java, because there we will go headlong into computer science. We'll go headlong into discussing data structures. We expect you to be comfortable with the course, with the Java itself, and also with the IDE, etc. So and then we'll be discussing, and this is the other course. Stuti will be explaining it. Now, finally, data structures with Java is the course that right now I teach, but at some point Vinod Gopinath will also be teaching it. So here we use the Open Data Structures textbook, and the NPTEL course that we use is made by Professor Naveen Garg, and that was offered a few years back. There is an ongoing course which is offered as part of NPTEL, and students, if you're welcome to look into that one as well. You can register and look in. But students can then take the exam with NPTEL for credits. Okay, so this is as far as data structures with Java. We structure this course so it starts a little easy, but as time goes, we give a lot of assignments, and we do expect students to do the assignments and turn in the solution. And your code should compile, should run, and we do this with the goal of readying you. Data structures is worth learning, because it is, when you go to an interview, they will expect you to know details of it, and they will test you. A lot of interviews will have few questions with data structures and few questions dealing with Java and its things like collection framework and how to solve problems using data structures. Okay, so that's as far as this goes. So I'm now going to stop sharing my screen, and I'm next going to invite Stuti Sharma to explain her Python class.
And good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. I'm Stuti, and I will be briefly introducing our Introduction to Python course. Now, since we are all aware of how Python has created its own space in the industry, and it has also proven its numerous benefits and ability to be functional throughout all of the objectives that we need to take place, from machine learning, from data science, to web designing and software development. Hence, I don't think there are any questions to why one should not be learning Python. But now the question arises, where should we learn Python more efficiently so that we can use it in other aspects of our life, for example, in machine learning or in data science, where we can apply it. And since it is very evident that stepping into any other complex matters, we should be well versed with the basic Python. And that is where this course comes in handy, and it should be done before a complex course in data science or in machine learning or in software development. So we will be performing exercises and questions on a week-wise basis. So our courses, it is divided across 12 weeks, and every week has its own significance. And along with that, there will be multiple homework assignments and learning exposure. from the most used websites like Stack Overflow and GitHub, which will help us code more efficiently. There are not many prerequisites that we need over here, but being familiar with an IDE is usually useful. Now I will be telling you about the 12 weeks course of action that we have. So the very first week, the first week goes into orientation and introduction to the IDE. So we have our own options about online and offline IDEs, and with brief introduction to variables and literals and the very basics of just to write the very first lines of code is where our first week will go. Then from week 2 to week 6, we go on learning about operators. We learn about escape characters, conditional statements, functions and scopes, followed by our data structures that we have in Python. Those are lists, tuples, sets, stacks, and dictionaries. We also go into other data structures, but we don't move into more complex data structures in this course. Along with that, we are also learning about sorting, searching in our data structures that we are going to apply. Further, moving to week 6 to 12, we have recursion, we have sorting, and along with that, we go on to more complex issues that are binary search and file handling. Now, after covering the very basics that are recursion and data structures and the printing and everything like so, we move on to things that have more metal, that is our libraries that Python provides us, matplotlib, pandas, numpy for calculations. After that, we are going and we move on to exceptional handling and functional programming. Furthermore, Python is basically everywhere. It can be used everywhere, and the very basics of Python must be learned pretty well. And since it is multi-purpose, so this course will hence improve our abilities to furnish our skills further on topics that are more important after that we're going to learn. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Suti. So once you learn Python, this course is actually the introduction to Python is taught as part of our data science with Python course. And the main course is the data science part of the course, and the application of Python inside data science is taught by Tarun. Tarun, can you quickly explain to us how that part is going to be structured so students can understand?
Yeah, thank you, sir, and thanks everyone for joining with us. So as you know, data has become a habit for engineers. Okay, so there are total of 5 chains. Okay, we need to understand. First is capturing, which includes your data extractions. Then maintaining the data like big data warehousing, data staging and data processing, data architecture made up. Okay, so there we covers the raw data and putting it into the form of that can be used it later. And the third one is the process, which includes your data mining, clustering, classifications, data modeling, etc. And the fourth one will go to the analyzing part. Okay, there predictive analysis, regression, text mining, machine learning techniques, all these things we're gonna use. The last is there we come with the communication, where data reporting, data visualization, business intelligence, and graphing, all these things includes. So come to the part what actually needs for the data science. So first thing will include mainly maths and stats. There should be a good command in that, which we are already having the statics course. And the second is programming. Here we will use the Python and little bit of R language. Okay, Python, which Stuti will be handling. And the third one is the business expertise, like we'll use some assignment and the project work on that. Okay. Coming to the next part, what are the dream jobs that can be achieved after completing the data science with Python? So there are some given, like data scientist, which covers 45%, which are the majorities, then data analyst, then machine learning engineers, data engineers, all these things. Okay, that you can check out later. This in that data science syllabus, it is a huge actually. So here these are the topics. So we'll start with the introduction, then some mathematical and statistical skills, then we'll learn some maths which required for machine learning, then some coding part, importing libraries and all these things, then algorithm used in machine learning, and then we'll move to the statistical foundation for data science, And this data structures and algorithm will be handled by Stuti in that Python course. So we'll skip that here. Later, this will move to the scientific computing, then optimization techniques, data visualization, matrix computations, scholastic models, then this experimentation and evaluation projects, then predictive analytics and segmentation using clustering, and applied mathematics and informatics, and exploratory data analysis, and business acumen and artificial intelligence using a Hadoop system. Okay, so these are the topics we'll cover by each week. Okay. Next, these are the Python libraries that we will use. Okay, so here TensorFlow, NumPy, SkyPy, and Pandas, Matplotlib, all these things we are going to use. Like NumPy we use for array multiplications and all this, and Matplotlib for like scattering the graph and for business purpose. So all these libraries we will import one by one, and we'll learn with this. Now, what are the things which we have given to our students in our app? So first thing, we'll provide the textbook, okay, which is data analysis, visualization, and applied data science. Then there are NPTEL lectures also covered in our app. You can go and check out there. And code and algorithms references to learn the concept clearly, which are in the slides portal. Okay. And we have also provided the assignment. Okay, and some questions are given. And other than this, in the live lecture, we'll provide some assignment work with the projects. Okay, and after completing all these things, students can also take NPTEL exam for your college credits and all these things. So now I'll hand over this session to the Prajot. So thanks.
So so thank you very much, Tarun. That was very good. So there is another course that I will be offering. Let me briefly discuss that, and then I'll hand it over to Prajot. The third course that we offer is called Statistics to Programmers. So this one is essentially we teach the basics of statistics. The basics of statistics to students, and it's called business statistics. Statistics is useful because a lot of the ideas that you use in data science, but more importantly in AI/ML, deal with statistics. And therefore, if you have not had statistics in college formally, this will be a very interesting course for you as well. And also it will provide you the basics of how ideas like regression, etc., are used in for instance in, say, finance, or in as a quant, etc. So those ideas are all covered, and this time we are hoping to have one project with which will involve what you learn in data science with Python, also as part of the statistics course. A lot of the statistics course will be technical, but mostly math related. But on top of that, this time you will learn also take one class, one project that will combine the two subjects. Okay. So with that, I will hand it over to Prajot next to discuss our front-end class.
So hello everyone, my name is Prajot Naik, and I'll be taking up this course, that is front-end programming with Android and JavaScript. So I hope every one of you must be using Android, okay, and are curious to know like how to develop apps. So Android is an operating system which is built over Linux, okay, and we have many versions of Android like since it was first launched. If you go to see like today we see Android everywhere, okay, we see it in our phones, in our tablets, we have smartwatches running on Android, and we have TVs running on Android, and also we use it in the infotainment system in our cars and trucks. So before jumping into Android, like there are some basic concept you need to pick up from Java, okay. Though Android can be developed using Java as well as Kotlin, but the core concept will remain the same, okay, that is object-oriented programming. So these are some of the concepts that we need to know before jumping into Android, okay. That is inheritance, polymorphism, interfaces, Then we have the collection framework, abstraction, and encapsulation. So I'll be going into detail for all these topics, like in my intro lecture, which will be held next weekend. And also, what we'll be covering in this course is like we'll start with the introduction to mobile computing, and then we'll be starting with the Android programming, and later we'll see the basic components like the activities, intent, fragments, and how to develop the UI. And like to start with Android, like we need to have IDE. Okay, so there are various IDEs present. So I have just listed some of them, but the commonly used is the Android Studio. Okay, since it is like well maintained by Google. So yeah, that's it from my side. I'll be like taking you into detail like from my intro lectures, and I hope to see you next time in my intro lecture that will be held next weekend. So thank you, Priya.
Thank you, Prajot. So students who were in the first cohort, this is definitely and who took the early classes in the first cohort, data structures with Java, etc. This is the class for you guys. So I hope you guys will take this class and benefit a lot from it. The as important, I know snazzy Android apps are always very exciting, but as important and very relevant to today is also our next app, which Sunny will next course, which Sunny will explain to you. Sunny, go ahead.
So hello guys. So as Srini mentioned, I'll be taking you to the course named Web Application Development using PHP and MySQL. So we know these Android apps, all those things require something called as backend, which essentially like passing the data to and fro from the server or any other data source. So we use PHP to implement these kind of features like API development, REST API, or any other type of API implementation. Or you can also design a websites or simple pages using PHP. So I'll just describe what it means. Like most of you guys know about PHP, but still the short form of PHP is the full form of PHP is Hypertext Preprocessor Language, and we'll be talking about different aspects of web programming in PHP in this course. Okay, the basic requirement here we have is a bit knowledge of computer, internet, and some HTML programming. Also, you should have your own system, which wherein you have to like try out some samples which I provide or which we assign you to do. Okay, so then there are some software tools, like we don't need any licensed tools. We can have any open source tools like XAMPP, then web browser like Chrome, and PHP and MySQL is always open source, so can be downloaded from their sites. Okay, so I'll just briefly go through what will be the important list of topics which we'll be covering. So basically we'll start with the installation of XAMPP and how the local server is established, okay, just for the testing purpose. Then we'll go through the various variables, statements, and operators used in PHP. Then also, as usual, we have conditional statements, PHP loops. Like if you have done any other data structure or any other coding languages, then you'll be familiar with this kind of things. We'll just go through them and we'll explain how it is implemented in PHP. Also, again data structure concepts like arrays, custom functions, variable usage, all will be handled. Also, along with that, we'll have PHP cookies, session, and server variable. The main part in the PHP will be the connection to the database, which will be very critical in this scenario. Like we'll be handling all the data passing, update, create table, then insert into the table. All those functions is this project, and this will be a simple project which we'll do for the understanding purpose. Okay. To wrap it up, I'll just explain you why we choose PHP, like why we have to choose PHP. So first of all, we have many use cases. Like we can implement e-commerce website. Like if you want to see, you can check Magento. Then there are CRM systems which are custom built. Again, it is used by Facebook, used by WordPress, which is a famous content management system. And the main advantages of PHP is it's open source. Like you don't need any licenses or any other payments. Okay. Again, it is faster as compared to like we use other like .NET and all. Again, it is reliable. It is open source, so people contribute to it, and it is ever updating programming language. Again, there is a pricing which I told, since it's open source, it's free to use, and there are various customizations which are available. Okay, so yeah, I hope you guys like this course. You'll attend it and you'll benefit it from that teaching. Okay, yeah, back to you, Srini.
Thank you, Sunny. So this is a very critical course for students to learn, because it will add to your resume, but not just because of that. It will also teach you about databases. If you don't have databases in your resume, they will never take you for most of the backend jobs. Most backend jobs, you must have had some amount of SQL, some amount of work with systems. After you've this semester, this course is not offered this semester. This will be offered next semester. This is our Java backend course, and this one can be taken only if you take Sunny's course, because we want a database background for this. So we then offer Spring Framework and Spring Boot and Kafka, and also NoSQL based technologies like Cassandra, etc. So this is a more advanced course, and this is aimed at students who want a Java job with backend. So you can get a perfectly good job with PHP with MySQL. So that is the standard in many places, including Facebook. But there are more employers who use also Java with But between the two courses, you will get a very good basis and a very strong resume from that. And also you will be more skilled. Some companies, they will build one service using Node.js, one service using with Java, and one service with PHP. So that's why they want multi-skilled people. Now our last course, which again will not be offered this semester but will be offered next semester, is our AIML course with Python. Mainly Python. And for this we will be bringing we'll be using a lot of hands-on machine learning techniques, including TensorFlow. So but we will first, for this course also, you need all the things that you learn in business statistics. If you don't understand everything in business statistics, don't understand what regression is, don't understand how hypothesis testing works, this will be a very complicated course, and after some time you will say, I really didn't get or understand all details. So but this course will be offered next time, but it requires you to understand all of these other courses as well. So what I am trying to explain again is that there is a sequence, okay, and to some extent, unless you have I already had a bachelor's degree and I've learned some of these things, unless you are able to say that, it is better to follow in sequence. So if you are in your first semester, right, if you have not had anything, you must have had you must try to at least brush up on APCS, download the JDK, and have tried some programs with Java if you want to take data structures with Java. Statistics for programmers has no prerequisite. Data science with Python, because they teach Python as part of it, you have to do some catch up. It is good to look at the videos before. Okay, but these three you can take upfront. But this one needs a little pre-study with APCS. Once you get going, right, then you can clear this semester, then you can go to the next semester. If you've cleared this semester, then it is good to go to the next semester. But you cannot straight away just jump in and go say, I want to go to front-end programming, and after 3 months find work. Same with web apps with database and PHP. better to have a first level programming course before you learn how it is used in the context of backend. Okay, and this one definitely needs both this and that. So there is a sequence and a prerequisite, and also once you've gone through the three semester sequence, you should be looking to build your resume. You should be looking to grow your your interviewing skills, and you should be looking at internships, etc., and get readying yourself to be part of the one thing that we are looking to do. We are looking to do this. This is very, very critical for you and for us, okay? Because because we will be discussing the flexibility of our program next. But before that, I invite Prajot to show a demonstration, and after that, Sunny. So Prajot will show you the front end app side demonstration, and then Sunny will show you the back end demonstration.
This is a IT certificate application. Okay. And you'll be seeing all the courses listed here. Okay. So now if the student selects any one course, for example, if he goes with data structures, he'll get to see all the main topics covered within that course. Okay. And on click of that, he'll be getting a breakup of all those topics as well as the subtopics. Okay. For example, now if he clicks on the graph, he'll be getting all the subtopics coming under graph. Okay. And if he goes with any one topic, say I'll go with this first one, what will happen is he'll be getting all the resources related to that topic. So resources in the sense, we have the textbook resource, we have the slides and the videos. Okay, so let me go over them one by one. So the first one over here is the textbook. Okay, so it will directly take you to that particular page number, okay, where the topic is. Similarly, from here he can go and visit slides. Okay, so he'll get the slides related to that topic that he has selected. And finally, we have the videos. Okay.
This is what a graph is, and what are the terms we are going to have. So graph is always represented by a two tuple, V and E typically. V is what we'll call the set of vertices.
Okay. So it will start playing the video with respect to that topic. Okay. And these videos are from the NPTEL channel, like we have mapped it into our application. Okay. And after going through all this theory, at the end, the student can take an assessment to assess himself. Okay. So we have a set of questions for each of the topics here. And basically, this assessment will be a MCQ question based. Okay. So we have all the questions which are of MCQ type. Okay, the student can just select and proceed. Okay, also like on the question that he has answered will be indicated here. Okay, and at the end he can submit the test. Okay, so basically like he'll be given the score. Okay, as well as other details like how many are right answers, how many are wrong answers. And also he can view the solution. Okay, so over here we have the question part on top, and below we have the solution part. Okay, and also we indicate here using colors. For example, orange color is the option that he has marked, and green color is the right option. Okay, so if the say the question was wrong, then it will be indicated here by this red icon, and suppose if the answer was right, then it will be indicated by this green icon. Okay, and also like what we have done is we have integrated Moodle platform also. All the courses like we have it on the Moodle platform, and whatever the extra resources like the assignments and all can be found over here. See, so apart from the details, those are there in the app, all the other extra material can be found over here. Okay, for example, the assignments and all, okay, will be hosted over here. Yeah, so the same features will work for the other courses as well. Since most of our courses require Java, So we have another app that is AP Computer Science. So it's always better, you go through the AP Computer Science and for the courses which requires Java. When you click on it, like we'll be starting with the syllabus first, okay? And on click of any one say unit over here, you'll be getting all the topics coming under that unit, okay? And suppose if he goes with any one unit, so I'll go with for loops. So I'll be getting all the resources related to that topic, okay? So same as previous, like we have the textbook, slides as well as videos, okay? So I'll go with videos, textbook. So now what has happened is it has directly taken me to that particular page number inside the textbook where that topic is, okay? And the topic that I had selected was for loops. Okay. Similarly, from here you can go to slides. So he'll be getting slides related to for loop, and also we have the videos.
And to count up, let's count up with this for loop. So watch what I do here. So for int, I can use x, but I'm going to use y in this case. Y equals 0. So that's my.
So when it comes to video, like it will start playing from that part of the that portion of the video where that topic starts, okay? And also, like while going through the slides or textbook, if you want to say you come across a term and you want to read or you want to have more information regarding that term, you can just search for it. Okay, you can do a voice search also. For example, polymorphism. Okay, so I've searched for polymorphism, and now what has happened is all the resources with respect to polymorphism will be loaded. Okay, so same resources, that is textbook, slides and videos. So when I click on textbook, this time it will take me to that particular page number where polymorphism is. Okay, and similarly when it comes to slides, I'll be getting slides related to polymorphism, and same thing with the video. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, that's all for the demo.
Students who take the sequence from semester 0, which I showed before, they can start with APCS. They can start with APCS and Python. So you learn APCS and Python first, and then get started with semester 1 next semester. That also you can do, and so it's up to you. So Sunny, you want to show the backend as well?
So as Prajot mentioned, you guys, so there will be one more backend for the, like there is a app side and there is a Moodle system for the teaching. So what we do is like all the course material, all the assignment, all the material which is like PDF videos will be available on the course side, and each student will be receiving their IDs over here. So like the project mentioned, when you open up any particular course, there will be some description, there will be the necessary details which are required, like duration of the course and all the details about the course will be available. Also, what are the outcomes you will be getting after learning this particular course will be listed. And whenever the course is up, like in a between, then the teacher or the tutor may put a assignment for this solving. Then you have to submit it here itself. So once the assignment is complete, you guys have to upload the files, whatever you have created, and upload those over here. And the tutor will check it and review it as per the request. Okay. So also you'll be getting all the PDF material, then the videos, all the which is extra from the what we have in the app. Again, one more thing you will be having is other timetables. Like when a particular tutor will assign a particular lecture, they will be put up over here. Okay, so suppose there is a data structure class, so it will be put up on particular date, time, and also if there is any material, it will be attached here and it will be saved. Okay, once it is saved, all the people who have IDs of this Moodle platform will receive a notification on their devices, and the notification will mention the time and the date and the course name. So you guys can join and also there will be link of a Meet or any other platform which the tutor will be taking up, and you guys can just join those links. Okay. I think I won't take much time. There are more details. You can understand this when the courses will be starting.
So this is largely the program that we have. As we explained, there's semester 0 for students who have never had any background but want to get some background. So we have that semester 0. But then if you have listened to a lot of the APCS lectures and the intro to Python lectures, then you can try and see if you can fit into the semester 1. But it's good if you speak to us. But if you've had some programming before, you can start such a semester 1 again after looking at the APCS and intro to Python lectures. So now with respect to our cost, right? For the full program, we have 2 formats. One is course by course payment. So course by course payment, typically we want 14,000 per course. Now and there are 7 courses, right? So roughly you can do the mathematics, right? Now if you take the whole program as such, we have a second payment option, and that works like this. There is you pay a 25% in the first, say sometime in the first 1 month to 1.5 months of the course, and then you pay the next 60,000 after you get a job. Okay? And of course you need your own laptop. We don't provide laptop, etc. You must get your own laptop and have access to a laptop throughout the program. That is up to you. Now this is the most flexible, but once you get paid as part of your job, you enter into a period when you have to pay us. So because we are reliant on collecting, we are reliant on your success first. We are reliant that you will participate in the program, and then you will succeed, and then you will join work. And that's why we help also students with interviewing, etc. But again, you must study well for that. So then the second, you can shift only one time. Initially, let's say you start and say this is not for me. You can shift one time, but not 3-4 times during, and then end up where you have not really learned much during the courses. Regular attendance is very important. Once you sign up, you must show up. Every week. We do note all the students who come, and we try to make sure that they get the most benefit. The benefit that you get, it will help prepare you both for the resume. It will help you ready yourself for the interview, and finally, when you start working, you will notice the real benefit of a program like this. Having programmed, you will not be scared when you have to program in your day job. Okay, so again, you can get 14,000 per course, right? Otherwise 25-75 option, and if for some reason there is a student who is facing a lot of economic hardship, you can then apply for the education aid program and hardship program, and then we will try to help such students. But again, you have to pay. When you get a job, you have to pay. That much is there. So if you have any questions, we are all happy to answer. Okay. So you can always email us. I am Srini, SRINI at jnanamarga.in, jnanamarga.in. You can always email us, Srini at jnanamarga.in, or you can email Prajot developer at jnanamarga.in, Sunny at jnanamarga.in, SANNY jnanamarga.in, or Tarun at jnanamarga.in. So please feel free to reach out to us if you had specific questions. But it was wonderful having all of you. Please invite all your friends. We also have a program where we help students, if they invite, if they're able to bring in a friend, and that friend, when they sign the interest sheet, they put your name, and then they join the program, and they take either a single course or multiple courses. Then we pay up to 500 rupees per student. Okay? So please invite your friends as well, and of course we are most interested in you joining the course, doing well. That is very important to us. When you find a job, let's say you join, say, a TCS, a Wipro, or a Facebook, then that is when we are most encouraged, and we are most benefited. When you do well, we do well. So that's why we want you to do well. We want you to attend all the lectures and study hard and learn well, and learn to program well and be good with interviews. So all that is very, very important. Ready your resume. If you build all these classes, you say, I've taken all this, I have expertise in, or at least knowledge in so many languages, then all that will help you ready yourself for a job. Okay, so with that, I'm done, and it was wonderful having all of you. We look forward to seeing you in class next week. Our classes are going to start next week. We will take students for up to 2 weeks, after, but if in September, mostly the cohort will close, so unless there is some special reason you give us that you will be able to catch up, we will then not be too conducive to that. Okay, we'll be sending you the schedule as well of when the classes will be, and we look forward to seeing you all, and we expect a wonderful session again. So thank you very much.